Hi, I'm Gong Xian, also known as TheOpponent online, and my first game for the Coin-Op Classic 2020 is Twinkle Star Sprites. This is, I believe, my fourth showing of this game for Retro Gaming Live, and I'm playing it at the maximum difficulty, as you can see at the bottom of the screen. Let's get started. I'll have the game explain the basics. So this is a shmup, so-called versus shmup, where though you're still destroying enemies in set patterns as you normally would, doing so in chains will send attacks over to the other side of the screen where your enemy is doing the same. And the objective is to launch enough attacks that they are destroyed by your own character's attacks. But doing it at level 8 means that I'm fighting against an omnipotent computer. You'll see what I mean if you watch their side, which I implore you do. Further in I go and watch them do things that are not humanly possible, as SNK and ADK games like to do. Start the story mode, which I'm selecting for its funny cutscenes. Well, Ron, it's been 100 years since we last met here. Oh, it's really Till the Dragon Girl. And you've even brought Drappy, what's the deal? This is not the time for small talk, our countries have been at war for 10,000 years, get a clue. I'll just give you chocolate, just pretend you didn't see us. Ooh! Here begins gameplay. Stage 1 has some easy patterns you'll only see here. It's imperative that you create chain reactions, as that's what allows you to build your meter at the bottom of the screen, which determines how long you're allowed to charge your shots, which I won't be doing too much of until later. At level 2 you can launch extra attacks, which are character specific and indestructible. And max lets you launch your boss. Maybe we'll see here or in stage 2. Now we're in fever mode. There's a boss. It'd take too much time to destroy that. Somehow stage 1 ended before I knew it. That tends to happen even at highest difficulty. Stage 2. What's this strange thing? Oh, they call that a Nanja Monja. This book says they are usually very shy creatures. Oh, that's good. But it also says they hate little girls with blonde hair, red clothes, and ribbons. If they see such a girl, they attack at once. Wha? Oh. I'm not up to trying to read all the dialogue right now. Especially since I'm about to hit maximum difficulty soon. But the key to competing in this game is to learn all of the enemy formations here and try to get perfect clears, that is, destroy them with only one chain reaction. Getting a perfect gets you an extra score bonus, which is important because you get extra lives at 500,000 and 1 million points, and also gets you more, also fills up your meter a little bit more. If you reflect 3 of the flashing fireballs in a single chain, you get your boss. Those are called reversal attacks. Normally they launch an extra attack, but 3 in a row gets your boss. In order to survive against the computer, you need to do this as often as possible. Yes! Ha 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 ha, you're so slow, Ron. Ah, Schmidt! This isn't like you, Ron, leaving behind me, the man you love. What? You're the one too tall, you can't even use magic right. Well, I've made this as an expression of my love. You'll sing a different tune once you see this thing's power. La la la, oh, I'm not listening. Ha 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 ha. There's more to it than that, but I have to focus on actually clearing this game. Get a better showing than last time I did, if nothing else. You can shoot at the fireballs and that'll send them back. But you want to avoid doing this for the normal attacks, the ones that don't flash, because those will send extra, the reversals, which can be reflected back for extra that can't be destroyed. So if at all possible, which isn't always possible, avoid sending normal attacks back. Sometimes it isn't though, and if you send enough of them at once where they have no choice but to avoid all of it, then go ahead and do that. The computer has very odd behavior. Sometimes it'll just waste bombs on frame 1, and I have no idea why. It'd be great if I can get that later. We have the treasure hunters, Mackie and Pentel. The Twinkle Star. Arg, come on, spit it out! The Twinkle Star will be ours first run. I don't know what you're talking about, but don't get in my way. It's the treasure hunter. Arg, let's go, you're driving me crazy. This is a race. For some reason the enemies on stage 4 look different in bubbles. Don't know why. See, the computer just wasted a bomb for no reason. I wish there was a way to trick them into doing that every time. It would make the game a little bit easier. The game has a lot of randomization though. Your ability to fight back determines on what patterns the game decides to give you. Sometimes you just get bad ones you can't get anything out of. And you just have to deal with it best you can. You do get 2 bombs each life. That because you expect them would. Move all enemies on the screen and attack everything at the same time. If you get hit by one of these smaller enemies, you lose 1 heart, but you can't die this way. You'll be reduced to a minimum of 1/2 heart. You're also in stun that you have to mash out of to recover from, and for about 5 seconds afterward, you move slower, and your shots are smaller, and you're very vulnerable at that point. Now here's where the game gets really mean. I'm now at stage 5, maximum difficulty. Whoa, there are 2 runs. Yeah, look what a cute little girl. Stop fooling around. Don't you dare ignore me. I am Dark Ron, created by the Mebius bodyguards. I am superior to you in all areas, so you must be smart, pretty skilled in magic. Rabbit Cat, you think, which is why you cannot ignore me. Get around to calling people Fink again in the 21st century. I wouldn't mind that. So as I said earlier, the game is at its hardest. Just watch what the computer does. You don't need to look at me. Weird. Some patterns I just hate because I can't figure out how to get perfect clears on them. Sometimes it's best to just not do any clear pattern at all. Just skip it if it means sending a lot of normal attacks back. I might have to do later. Get the extra bomb. Smash here and hope I get something good out of this fever. For the next 3 formations, it's the rate at which you spawn attacks doubles while your icon flashes yellow like that. Fireballs also flash yellow, but otherwise it's the same as your other normal attacks. So the game really becomes alive to me, in my opinion. Fever's going, game slows to a crawl about 25% of normal speed. And the game starts eating your inputs too, because it literally cannot process them. This is the worst pattern in the game, the one that comes to the bottom, because you can't do anything with it until it comes up. Another bad pattern, I'm just gonna skip it. Bomb that, because that's the other worst pattern in the game. The boss, why not? Didn't really have to, it's not gonna last. Sometimes I'll just launch bosses, just in case it convinces the computer to waste a bomb. Because the less bombs they have, the better my chances of survival are. Did it hit? 2 exclamation points mean either a fever or a bubble pattern is coming up. You can't tell which until it happens. So I'm going to start charging just in case it's the former. So I'll be ready for it. I won somehow. I finally got past stage 5 without losing any lives. Yes, on the Dreamcast version, you can turn off the slowdown. You must be a master to have come this far without a shingle continue, but I did not expect the princess to come by herself. Ah, what can I do? My broom's broken. I can't fly. Meow, maybe it doesn't understand the true power of Twinkle Star. Now is the time to become the legendary, brilliant Princess Sprites. It's such a pain. Don't be a fool. It's the Twinkle Star. Ah, it's so bright. See you later, Mevius. Now I need to issue an advisory. Mevius's bombs is a very strong strobing effect. You may need to look away a few times. I cannot control when he does this. Right now. Wasted it on frame 1. Good news for me, but... I got a boss attack somehow. Bosses this early on don't mean much because to an omnipotent computer it means nothing. But maybe, just maybe, it will waste a bomb trying to fight it. Okay, that's a bad coin drop. Forget it. I'm gonna go silent for long periods of time. I need to focus. I didn't need to bomb that. Tension is too much. If I win this, it'll be by luck. He just happens to make a blunder, which can happen. A lot of my practice last night ended that way. Might also have to bomb just to get fevers, because I don't want to miss it under any circumstances. Bad pattern. Keep it. Look at this movement. Just shimmering between 2 pixels. For some reason, it's like it's showing off. I didn't need to bomb that, but I didn't like what that coin dropped. I didn't need to do that either. But it says KO chance for me, but that's a false sense of security, so don't really pay too much attention to it. Just survive. I got my second extend, my last of the game. I had to bomb that. Had to. Another bad pattern. Skip that. That boss will not live. Oh. Okay, here's stage 7 then. First time ever on RGL. So Sprites is, for all intents and purposes, or rather for the purposes of single player, a better version of Lodron. Twinkle Star, save this pitiable soul. She has several win quotes there, but you only see one on each playthrough. Mama, what on earth happened? Well, so you become the legendary Princess Sprites, but do you think it's enough to beat my magical powers? With my powers of darkness, I made the queen my servant. Are you surprised? Ah, my back is... Sprites against Sprites. The queen's powers are incredible. Whatever, let's go. Meow, how lame. I apologize, everyone. I'm gonna give it one more go, though, because I have 3 minutes left.
Game over. Continue.
That's why I set my timer as a time limit instead of a clock. So I said nothing the entire time because I didn't want to interrupt the hot jams, but also because, well, I'm more tense than ever. I've never been this far in Marathon before. I really have nothing else to say anyways, except I get really bad patterns. There's that one live bar. Memory actually took a hit. That was fun, wasn't it? I only need to win once, though. Some patterns have to be manipulated by being at certain spots relative to them, so they move into positions where they can be chained. And then you just have to learn as you go along. I thought they hear with these bubble patterns. I had to be honest. They do nothing for me at this point. That was an offensive bomb. I did it on purpose. And I got too greedy with my own. This is the final stage, yes. You can never see this stage in versus play, which is a real shame. I think what I need to do is stop worrying so much about getting perfect. I just need to survive. That was a bad spawn. Computer wasted a bomb, that's something. I didn't see that. She gets hit by something, it's just by blind luck. This will be my final life though, because I do have to get going after this. What will happen? I have an early fever. Just mash and hope for the best. Blow both your bombs if you have to. Didn't want to waste that level 2, but I had no choice. Gonna pay for that later, I'm sure. No? Gosh, that. That was a bad coin drop. I have no bombs. The computer has 2. And that's it for me. I'm past time. One day, I am Memory, the cold queen. Chill like ice cream. That'll be it for me today. Coming up next is Mary's scan with Air Galley. The opponent will return tomorrow with the elevator action returns. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, everyone.